Hey guys, it's Alex Roman here, and today's video is going to be about fake friends or fake people or whatever. Either way, it's the same thing. But anyway, today's going to be about fake people or fake friends because apparently this needs to be said because no one has gotten the courage or said anything to say what they have to say, and they have to let the others lie to them and and make them think like they're allowed to have this certain amount of followers or allowed to pretend to when they say they don't know how to or they're not always on it. But anyway, that's not the whole thing. But before you watch this video, before you start judging me on this video, don't just be quiet and watch the video, okay? Before you start judging me and saying like, oh well, he's gonna talk about the same person again, here we go again. Well, listen, before you're gonna judge that, just listen to my point of view. It's not just one person, it's multiple people I ran into. So it's not just, I'm not pointing us to one person, okay? So just sit back and watch, okay? Okay, so let's not waste any more time and let's get to it. So you guys know that. You guys know when you meet a friend, of course, you pretty much know each other for quite some time, and then when it comes to the time where you're getting older, you want to, people start to move away and go their separate ways in life, and if you guys know what I'm saying, and pretty much what I'm saying is that I just want to point this out, that what really I take really personal is like when they say, oh, I don't have no social media, or I don't have Facebook, I don't have Instagram, I don't have this or this and that. But then when you feel like when you feel like you feel like okay, I believe you, but then they say like and then years later you find out and you're like, you don't pay no mind. So do you go out of your way, you get them something nice for their birthday, and then it's like they say, oh, I'm only allowed to have a certain amount of followers. Okay, if they have a certain amount of followers, they should have it should be like probably like 20, like about 25 or 50 or somewhere in those areas. That's what I know about over a certain amount of followers. But having a certain amount of, if having over 100 something followers, over 1,000 or 2,000 or 300 or 3,000, that's a certain amount of followers. Come on now, that's not a certain amount of followers. That's just showing a lie right there. Instead of just saying like, oh, I don't want, instead of just lying about it, just say, look, I don't want you to follow me. Simple as that. That's all you have to say. Like you have to make it hard. Like, why do you got to make it so hard and impossible for someone to follow? Like, it shouldn't be that hard. Like, one person earned my respect by I'm saying like, okay, Alex, don't follow me, don't add me, and they earned my respect. I honestly, they came up to me and not lying to me. They said it straight to my face. Okay, I don't understand why is it that hard to ask, but it really hurts when someone lies like that. It really does. And even though you've done a lot of nice things for them, and it's like you've done so many things that's right, and pretty much you do the right thing. And now what really hurts. Now what really hurts the most is like being lied to and saying like, oh, I only have a lot of certain amount of followers and all that stuff. But when you go out of your way to get them something nice and all that stuff, it really hurts. But now let me ask you a good question here. Now, if you know someone that knows the same person, they accept their friend request on Facebook, and they let them follow them on Instagram. But when I want to follow them, you know what they do? They put their Facebook on private. In other words, they make it where you can't add them, but they can add you. And I'm like, wow, you couldn't just like done that? Like, that's so unbelievable. Like, why? I just don't understand. Now, and here comes another part I want to bring up. Now, when I want to say good morning to someone, this was back in school before the whole pandemic happened. When I wanted to go say good morning to someone to start up a nice friendly conversation, because legit, I'm into high school till I'm 21 because I'm in the work program. But anyway, so all my friends graduated from school, so I really had not that many friends. So I kind of I figured that, maybe I just I just say hello to one of the people I still know. I'd be like, you know what, that'd be good, But get this. But when that person goes behind your back and snitches on the teacher, and that teacher tells the principal on you, and pretty much you get sent to the principal's office. Now, how do you think, that could have done it a little, that could have ended a little bit nicer. You could have they could have just snapped me and just said to me, Alex, I just want to have the morning to myself. And easier said it's done. You didn't have to escalate it to the point where I had to get sent to the principal's office. Like, what the heck? But that's why I sit in my car, to not just to do my own thing, because you know what? I think it's better that way, because that I haven't gotten in trouble since. Now back to what I was saying. Now, it really feels, now when it comes to the social media part, when you've known someone for a long time, it feels like you done the right, like, you didn't do nothing wrong. You know what? I'm just gonna this is gonna be some of the dialogue I may say may reference to a movie you watch, but just listen along. But just because you gotta lie to someone, or because I feel like when you wanna lie or anything like that, or you wanna sit there and pretend to be somebody, you pretend to be a friend, but don't want to add them. Like, what the heck? I feel like a part of you say you're friendly and nice to me, and the other half of you don't like me or hate me, I would say. But you know what? And they want to sit there and they think I'm a creep. But you know what? You want to call me you want to hurt me? Go right ahead. Say things that's gonna say hurtful to me. I'm an easy target. Yeah. I get picked on. I used to get picked on all the time. I'll be honest, I don't like to hurt people's feelings. I really don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You know what? I like my personality. I like to be I'm happy to what I'm doing. Okay? If I want to change, I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to change. Because I'm not going to change my personality to impress somebody, to show them, to impress somebody. I'm going to be who I am. My girlfriend likes the way I am. My family likes the way I am. And you know what? And if you don't like it, that's too bad. Because I'm the real article here. Is what you see is what you get. Don't sit there and have someone pretend to be somebody you're not. Because you know what? You don't want to do that. But that's going to be it for today's video. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy it. Subscribe if you're new to my channel. Also hit the notification bell if you if you want to be notified. Be notified whenever I get upload to be notified whenever I upload a video, like every other sunset. Guys, let me tell you something. I really felt like, when I got someone a birthday card, it really felt like and what really hurt me the most is when they say, oh, I'm only allowed to have a certain amount of followers. And then when you want to follow them, they decline you. But when you know someone that follows them, they accept theirs. But then when you want to add them on Facebook, they accept their friend request and they put their Facebook on private where you can't add them, but they can add you. Just to say in a nice way, I don't want to follow, don't add me. You could have just said it like that way, instead of just lying about it, when I feel like you do that to me, I feel like that is very hurtful. It really does. So, I don't understand. When I do something nice, I don't understand why you just can't be honest and lie about it. If you're honest, if you can follow every person in this neighborhood, then why not me? Like, am I different to people? Like, I'm not different, okay? I'm a human being, okay? I just have a disability. Just because I'm not normal, I don't play sports, I don't do this, just because I don't do the same thing or similar or do things, doesn't mean to make me different, okay? It doesn't mean to treat me a certain way because I function a different way. And if you think I do stalk people and all that stuff, I don't do that stuff. I have a lot of better things to do. But like I said, that's going to be it that's going to be it. If you guys enjoy it, like I said, if you make sure you also wear, I can't speak. If you guys have a good night, guys, wear a mask, stay safe from the coronavirus, and also remain social distance, and good night, guys.